Hey y'all, hope you're having a nice day today. It's a nice morning here in Zone 7B, and I wanted to give you an update on our new flower bed and show you what we're doing with it right now. So you can see that it's filling in. We've added quite a few more plants since we did the original video. We've added several daisies and some grasses. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not sure if it's the moles or the armadillos, but something has been wreaking havoc on it. You can see here all of the cardboard that they've dug up. They've rooted around in it, but seems like it's kind of slowing down. I don't think we've actually lost many plants. I think there's one or two that have disappeared, but for the most part, the plants have survived. This is a full sun bed, and just wanted to show you a couple of the things that are coming into their own. But you can see there's more cardboard. And we knew that we were going to have to put more mulch in here. We just kind of put a thin layer to begin with. You can see there another part where they've dug it up. So like I said, they've really enjoyed themselves. You can see all kinds of cardboard in here that they've dug up, but the cardboard's still doing its job. It's pretty much keeping the grass at bay. If you recall, this was a no-dig bed. We really didn't do any removing of the grass. We just laid the cardboard on top of the grass and then started planting. Of course, we did have some plants already in the ground. But you can see the cone flowers are looking fabulous. This is a green twister that's finally blooming. So very pretty there. The bees are happy today. But what I wanted to show you that we're doing new is started yesterday actually. You can tell by the video here that the edge is not very crisp, and we've been debating on what to do with the edge, as far as should we do like a metal edge or buy some kind of plastic edging. And what I decided to do is try and be as frugal as possible. And what I've been doing, I started yesterday actually, is just going along with this square shovel here. Actually, it's probably stuck in the ground because it was wet this morning from the sprinkler. Squared off shovel, and been going along and cutting an edge in and then going back in. So I got one side of it done yesterday. You can see here this whole edge here that I got done yesterday. So started on this, and we're going to work our way all the way around, and then once we're done, we're going to fill back in with mulch and fill it in a little bit better, so it should give us a nice crisp edge. So you can see where I've just dug out there. It's pretty deep. It's probably 4 inches. And what I'm going to do is do it pretty deep this first year. I know more than likely with the water and rain, we'll kind of have to do this every year or two just to kind of keep a sharp edge. But hopefully this is going to serve us well with at least making it look a little bit cleaner, and maybe keep the grass from growing into the bed as badly. But of course, we have some grass that we're having to weed out, obviously, because of the edges where the cardboard did not kill it out. Here's a good example. Just been coming in here and weeding this out as I see it pop up. I'm going to tell you, that's some good exercise. You wouldn't think so, but it really is. Even though the ground is wet, which I highly encourage you to do this, either water your flower bed in before you try and do this, or after a really good heavy rain. Obviously, it's going to make this a lot easier. It's still going to be a tough job, but it's still easier. And you'll want to pick up your grass, obviously the clumps clods, whatever you want to call them. You can see here where we dug them out, or I've dug them out. And another tip I wanted to give you that I have discovered is you want to go, if you have something in the corner of your bed, you want to go a little bit past it so you can tie into it on the other side. You don't want to go right up close to it. You don't want to disturb any of the roots as best you can, because I did run into that problem. Got this one end piece still to do. I'm thinking this is dead, and I was hoping that it wasn't, but it is too close to the outside to line up with my straight line that I've got going, which maybe turned in a little bit there, kind of in that area. But you don't want to plant anything too close to the edge or dig too close to where you've got plants going to disturb the roots. Okay, this side is looking better. Did this one. Took me about 15 minutes to do this one side. So it's not time consuming. Well, it is, but it's not like it's going to take you 3 days or anything. But the first cut, I've been going straight in, the one on the outside, just straight down as best I can. And then I'm coming back in, you can probably see this better, here at an angle from the inside, and just pulling out the wedge as I go. Whether that's right or not, I have no idea, but that's what we're doing. Whew, I'm out of breath. Just wanted to show you here on this corner what I was talking about. Obviously, this is grass that was not killed out by the cardboard. Probably didn't have any cardboard out that far, but I'm trying again. The lines are not perfect. I could have certainly done a chalk line if I wanted to, or done some string to got it better. If my husband was here, I'm sure that's what we would have done, because when it comes to stuff like this, he is much better at the details. I'm not ready to give up on this tree yet, although everyone has told me it's dead. So I kind of did a little around it because it is in the wrong place. I just don't want to dig it up right now, because if there is any life left in it, that would probably finish it off. So the next step now is to get all of the grass out that we can by hand, get all these clumps picked up and out of the way, and then we'll come in with more mulch. So you can probably tell just by the sunlight, or less sunlight than earlier in the video, this is a different day. What I've been doing over the last few days is one, being lazy, and two, coming out and taking out the grass that had grown into the bed, just sporadically coming up in the heat when I could handle it. There are a couple of places that I left it that we're just going to cover with cardboard on, like that edge there, and go from there. I want to show you, I did go ahead and replace this tree up here in the corner that I said I might be leaving. You can see all the grass that I pulled out there, but I did go ahead and replace it. Doesn't look like it's buried in there, but it is. And I found this here, I'm not even, Carl Fuchs Deodar Cedar, I don't know. Anyways, you can see the name of it, and it's kind of a weeping cedar, and it's got the blue color just like the one that did. I actually wound up with 2 of these, so I'm going to plant the other one today as well. This has a lot of grass in it because I actually cut the bed out further than what we had originally there. I'm probably going to pull out some more of this grass before we start putting the mulch in, but we're going to lay cardboard along these edges to kind of keep the grass at bay. It's done really well in the rest of the bed. There's only been a few spots. I can see a spot here of grass that's coming up right behind that daisy that I need to yank out. There's another one right there I need to pull out. Hey, Tank. So I'm going to get that out. But really, the grass that's growing has pretty much been right around the plants. because obviously the cardboard wasn't covering the plant. So again, you can see all the paper that's been dug up by the I don't know what it is, moles, voles, whatever it is, it's digging in here, armadillos, who knows what it is, but something. So we're going to put more mulch on the whole bed today. So I've got just an old box that came from the post office that is used. Got some mud on it, dirt, obviously. It doesn't matter. I'm not even taking off the little strips where it was tore on the box. I'm not worrying about that. And I'm just cutting it. Probably going to get 3 sections out of this one box. Got some other boxes I'm going to do the same thing with. And what I'm doing is I'm just cutting them and putting them in some water. I'll show you that. Got a tub of water up here, and I'm just going to let them get soaked in so they will be moist and easier to put in the soil or put in the trenches, and it'll help them lay flat. All right, you can see here what I'm talking about, putting the wet cardboard down. See how much easier it is to bend here in the trench, I'm going to call it, and just laying it and bending it on top of the trench there. And where I had some grass sprouting out, I'm going to put another piece of cardboard down because we're going to be covering this all with mulch. So I'm going to go all the way around the bed doing the same thing. All right, so we got it done. It took us 3 loads in blue to get it mulched in, but we did go back and cover up some of the areas where the critters had dug up. So we're hoping everything is covered back up, at least for today. They'll probably be back in it tonight digging it out, but hopefully they'll do okay and don't show any cardboard at this point. But you can see how clean it looks in most places. Some of this will wash on away where it's not crisp, but it's pretty deep here where the trench is, and obviously the cardboard is under it, so hopefully that's going to keep all the weeds out, or at least a big majority of them. This is a large flower bed, so if we didn't do something, it would just be uncontrollable basically. So Russell, how big do you think that is?
12 by 25
maybe 12 by 25. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed it, and have a blessed day.